I have a hot take. So the rhetoric that women expire at age 30 is just a way for society to keep us small.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way?
Well, I'm alone again. I'm going to a bar again.
The attitude that modern women carry is what's keeping the men away from them.
A term that I keep hearing bandied about on here is hitting the wall. Several men have said that I have hit the wall.
Gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman.
Not going to expire at 30. In fact,
Hitting the wall knocks them back into their senses, but by that time, it's too late.
I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool. So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you like what? And like, I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. Now I feel ugly. This is what.
This is proof that even if you give a woman exactly what she asked for, it will never be enough. This right here is girl math. There's a reason why multiple men are saying to stay single. What exactly did she expect to happen? And she had the audacity to call this man for respecting her wishes. What a shame.
People need to start getting asked to be set up. It is truly, like we were saying before, like the most human thing.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Yes, the video you just saw, that is her. That is who the New York Post wrote about. So, here's my thing. This is what men keep telling us. We want to say that they're being mean and bashing women. When they tell us that you will hit the wall, once you enter your mid-30s, they are not lying.
This is a lawyer who is also a white blonde woman begging for a man. The wall is no joke. Mission impossible. Women will never listen when they are young and beautiful because life is their oyster in their prime years. Strong, independent, don't need a man until I'm about to hit the wall. This woman should have thought about that when the nerd or guy with a 925 asked them out, and they friend-zoned them. Too late. Us good guys are busy. This is just hilarious. I don't know too many men that would be willing to step up and be a husband at this point. To be honest, I don't think this woman really care about the marriage. She probably just wants the ring because this is quite desperate.
What should a woman bring to a relationship? Do you pay half the bills? Is everything 50-50?
No, it's not 50-50. Like, he should pay for it all.
So what should a woman do?
Exist.
Okay, so she feels like women should only exist. Could you elaborate a little bit on that for me?
We don't owe mention. That's coming from a married woman.
Okay, so...
I don't clean my house. My husband cleans my house.
I love it.
She doesn't cook. I cook sometimes, but... Hot dogs. Glizzies.
So what do you do in a relationship?
Birth his children.
High calories and low IQ.
A term that I keep hearing bandied about on here is hitting the wall.
Just so you know, the only people that are really allowed to exist without doing anything are children. Are you saying that you're a child?
Several men have said that I have hit the wall. I'm not going to let that get me down because upon further research, the term refers to any woman over age 29 because by that age, she has allegedly lost all of her sexual desirability and therefore hit the wall. Men, do some of you really believe this to be true? Let me know.
As a matter of fact, yes, but 35 is more accurate. Hitting the wall is for women who spent half of their entire lives following this feminism garbage. Those types of women are usually man-haters and women that are trying to compete with men. Only when they get older than they realize that they actually need a man in their lives. It's really unfortunate, but as a woman ages, her pool in the dating market slowly starts to diminish. At that point, most of them become invisible to men, and the men starts to go after younger women. A lot of women consider that to be a manipulation tactic, but it's just the bitterness from their failures of keeping a man that's coming out. It's really hypocritical because they were doing the same thing when they were younger.
Hello, it's Dave.
Still doing it and saying it's okay to do it. But when a man does it, he's a predator. That's interesting.
4 of being single, and I broke my 1-day streak of not crying. And I keep telling myself, I am repeating this mantra, I am a strong, independent woman, and I do not need a partner to feel fulfilled, happy, or safe. And I want you to know that you are also a strong, independent person, and you do not need a partner to be fulfilled, happy, or safe, even if your freaking tear ducts don't know it.
Are women still traditional today?
What does that mean? Define traditional.
Pure, low body count, not going out a lot.
Women are not traditional. Women can do whatever the fuck they want.
Would you say that women still prefer a traditional type of man?
No.
You guys are okay with like protecting the man yourself, providing for the man yourself?
I mean, men are kind of weak anyway, so I feel like women can do the job for themselves.
Okay, I understand you're saying you do want to, right? But the question is, do you prefer that?
I mean, you got me there. You got me there, sir.
They're girls. They learned everything they know about relationships from 15 seconds feminist toxic TikTok clips. They've no idea. I don't even bother dating anymore because this is women today. Obviously, it's not all women, but these women here are able to say these things because they're privileged. 90% of the industries that are keeping the world going are dominated by men. Why don't we see more women in those industries? Since they think they can do everything, why aren't they on the front lines? It's equality they wanted after all.
I'm 28. I'm going to be 29 in April next year, so not that long left. Not that long left. I'm going to be 29 years old, and there is not a single soul on this planet who wants to be the love of my life. Where the f are you, please? Where are you? Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the streets. I'm sick of everything. At this point, I might just, I don't know, maybe change sides. What's going on, please? Tell me. What's going on? I woke up and I look at my phone. I don't have any messages. I've just realised.
You've just realized that you became invisible to men, haven't you?
Hey, listen, that's what they do. They want to go and give their problems to women because the problems that they've been giving to men no longer want to deal with. How would you think that would make a woman feel? How would you think that would make a lesbian feel? Oh, the man ain't going for me, so I guess I'll give you a chance. What? Anyway, you're telling them, oh, you're second best. I don't really want you, but it's better than the alternative of ending up alone. And I'll see if you can handle me. And surprise, surprise, they don't want you either. It's because you have a terrible attitude and a terrible disposition about yourself that they don't want to be bothered with.
You? That tends to happen when women stay in the streets for too long, throwing their value away, having multiple partners, going to the club every week. The struggle they face afterwards is just their punishment for their poor choices. Nothing more, nothing less.
The reason I don't understand the term modern woman is because, like, the way men are using it, as if it's a bad thing. It's like, okay, so if you don't like modern women, then what kind of women do you like? Dead ones? Like, modern just means now. So the women that are alive, existing in the current, aren't we all technically modern women? I'm confused. And if you're going to criticize modern women, if you don't want modern women, what is the name of the kind of woman that you want? Old time women? You want to go back to the 50s and find a submissive wife? I'm just confused, right? So, like, are you making enough to support a non-modern woman? Because I know for a fact the same men who are like, modern women do this, modern women do that, are the ones who also want a woman to pay for her meal. So, to be honest with you, pick something. Pick something quickly, because you're teetering between a couple options. Pick one. Just pick something quickly.
Let's look at some of the ignorant comments from modern women. They want slaves, not women with free will. Modern equals a bitch that will slap you back. Exactly. They don't make enough money to have a stay-at-home wife. The name of the women that we want is a woman who doesn't use us and who respects herself before anything. And she is understanding. The opposite of modern women is traditional women. This might come as shock, but they actually still exist. They're just rather rare. They want women they can manipulate and submit to them. They don't like established, confident, successfully women, 'cause they're insecure. Well, to be honest with you, madame, they have already picked something, and it's not modern women. They've chosen to fly around the world to find wives. Someone who reciprocates, someone who listens, and most importantly, someone who's there for the good times and bad times. Men are avoiding modern women because they only think about themselves. It's not because they're afraid of their success.
Once you hit 30, no offense. Why would a man go for a 30-year-old when he can have a fresh 21-year-old that men look at it as, oh, she's 30, which means she's older. She's been ran through. She's tarnished. She's hardened by all the relationships. So she's lost her femininity because she's masculine.
That's what I want to ask
You know, men think about these type of things. And it's very unfortunate that women don't realize that until they hit 30. They want to be in their 20s and be like, oh yeah, I can fuck that guy. But they don't realize you're ruining yourself. And then you're trying to find yourself. And by the time you're 30, you're like, where have all the good men gone? Not to you because you ran through.
As a retired hopeless romantic, I'm now dating everyone and I don't care. I really feel like at this age, in our 20s, we need to just be dating, have fun, and be free from the shackles of trying to find our husband. Like, I really do feel like I'm going to find my husband very soon. But in the meantime, I'm just excited for love because I know it's coming. So I'd rather just have fun and be excited rather than stressed out about one person when I can just date multiple men.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way? And please refrain from giving me an answer that applied to how life was 50,000 years ago. Like today in 2023, what about the modern woman rubs you the wrong way?
So basically, refrain from giving me the truth. Refrain from telling me the truth, because I know y'all going to tell me what I already should know. Refrain from that. Give me something I actually want to hear.
Because in my head, you need the modern woman in order to survive. That's your partner through these economic trials. That's your partner through the apocalypse. That's your partner when it comes to raising these kids. You need more of an equal versus someone that's submissive. What is wrong with being in a relationship with a modern woman? And what is wrong with you being a modern man with a modern woman?
They don't want modern women because modern women don't care about nobody but themselves. They're only looking to get something out of that man once they're dating. They abuse and use the nice guy to fund their lifestyle. They have unrealistic expectations. They're combative. They aren't feminine. They don't understand what partnership is. That's pretty much why the Passport Bros movement exists. Dating for a man in the West is just a bad deal altogether.
So what I'm telling women is, do not, if you want a family, if you want a husband, do not allow yourself to get to a point where you hit that wall. You are 37, you are looking in the mirror, whatever age that is, and you see a different face and you see your youth going away from you and you start to panic and you can't find yourself in the mirror. Don't let that be the case while you're still on the hunt for a man, or you are going to feel inadequate, depressed, anxious, and rush in to do something toxic to your body to compensate for that. If women just listened more to what people like me are saying And in your 20s, instead of burying in the career stuff and burying in everything else, you acknowledged the reality that what you have is going to go away. The fertility, the youthful beauty.
The problem is that there aren't enough 25-year-old men making $500K a year. Where, oh where, have all the good men gone? If a woman treated men like garbage when she was in her prime, then she deserves the same experience back when she's older. You can't tell women anything. It's all about fun with women. It takes them till about 45 to figure it out, and then it's men's fault. The last thing women do is listen, and do not get me started on taking accountability. When women hear this kind of message, they're upset by it. They're upset by the truth. They fail to realize that if they do not take this advice when they're in their 20s, the biggest upset they will face is when they're struggling to find a man.
I hate this whole like healing and like I hate it. Like it feels good. It feels amazing when you love yourself and you're doing so great by yourself and like being just strong, independent woman, empowering woman. But like at the same time, like, can we talk about how I crave to be cuddled? How I crave to just be like, can I just like kiss someone? Can I just like hold someone? Hold me. I need a big boy. But anyways, I just want to be held. And to be honest with you, like, I could go out and get that shit right now. Like, I could respond to a DM right now and be like, let's meet up, let's go Netflix and chill, and like, let me get it satisfied. But that's temporary satisfaction, and we are big girls, and we don't do that. We don't fucking do that. Because that's a waste of my time. That's a waste of my mental health that I'm over here trying to battle fucking day. And it's like, why would I do that shit? Then at the same time, I don't respond to people because I don't want to. So how the hell am I going to find somebody if I don't want to respond to people? But at the same time, I know that they're not worth responding to. Until someone knocks on my door magically, God, and says, hey, here you go, Alo. Here's your man. Here's the one that's going to love you correctly. And me love correctly. And just like everything, you know? And it's fucking hard. Us as humans need our little person. But I don't want temporary anymore. I'm done with temporary. I'm ready for long-term commitment, and that's what none of our generation is up for. No one in this shit, especially where I'm at. The shit I've been through, and then it just makes me think about like how my sons, they don't have a legit family. I mean, they have a great family like of me, but I mean like they don't have the mom and dad in the same household is what I'm saying. And that sucks.
I don't know why they...
Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? You just said what these men out here be talking about. You be out here playing and having fun when dudes be trying to take you seriously. And now you got sons, you got kids, and now you looking and praying to God for somebody to knock on your door. Not gonna happen. It's not going to happen.
I think we live in fairy tale land, and the perfect man is literally going to knock on their door. Her needs, her mental health, her and her. No chance, darling. You have to learn a lot. She's now ready for long-term commitment, boys. Who's gonna step up and not be one of the short-term options she's used to? Said all that behind 6 filters too, but somehow that's okay for her mental health. A lot of these women who are preaching, they're happy being single. But this is how they actually feel on the inside. They have to keep the act going to keep lying to the rest of these women. Women like her will complain they can't find a man, and yet they ignore every single one of them that tries shooting their shot. The only man they're looking for is the man that lives in their minds, the man that they created with their delusion.
Men don't want to deal with combative women, especially the older that woman gets. If she's been a career woman or she's a boss babe, the more jaded she becomes.
I'm so worked up right now. I just got done with a walk with my girlfriend, and her boyfriend just broke up with her because of her age. He gave her no explanation, but said, look, you're turning 32 soon, and I know that's a undateable age, so I just don't want to waste your time anymore. Mind you, this man is 35 years old. Audacity these men have these days blows my mind. I am 31 years old, and my dating life has only gotten better. Ladies, do not be afraid of turning 30. It only gets better. You understand yourself more, and you know what you are looking for. And any measly man that is going to tell you that you are 32 and undateable is undateable. He is a walking red flag and probably has so many insecurities. Honestly, probably has a small dick. So, peace.
So when a woman says, I will only date a man who's this tall and makes this much money, it's okay. But when a guy has a preference, he's unstable. Before you criticize the audacity of men, why don't you look at what conditions women have for men in order to date them? When bad things happen to women, they become wounded. When bad things happen to men, we become wise. That's why we age better. Women have a bunch of criteria, and it's fine. Men have one criteria, and we are somehow evil for it. Men like younger women. Deal with it. There is plenty of good men out there, but women won't date 80% of men. They all want that top-tier man, but he's not interested in settling down. Of course, the shaming tactic. If women's dating life only get better as they age, why do they keep crying about men ignoring them? And I refuse to believe that her friend only got dumped just because of her age. There's more to the story than she's willing to share. This woman is talking about getting hotter, but got this botched plastic surgery done to her face. That, in itself, proves that these women are lying to themselves. Someone who keeps getting hotter doesn't need plastic surgery to be hot.
What do you need from a man financially?
For him to hold it down.
What does that mean?
So what that means is, you know, as a woman, and
Put a dollar value on it. Don't give me the yearbook answer.
At least a minimum of 6 figures. Minimum.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
I laugh, man, because I'm trying to keep it light, but...
These females don't want a provider or a husband. They want a caretaker. She's laughing along not to cry. She said a minimum of 6 figures, like the guy that makes that much, is checking for a masculine woman who wants a traditional husband. This man was women's best ally, and they refused to accept probably the only person who was looking after their best interest. You can feel the embarrassment from that laugh. I'm not sure what man who's making 6 figures is going to check out a woman with 4 kids. This woman needs to wake up from her dream. This is the outcome of giving yourself away in your best. You find yourself paying the price at your worst. The struggle is just going to continue. This grandma has really hit the mountains.
This girl at work said something to me the other day, and I can't get it out of my head. Heard a baby around her. I was like, oh God, that's free birth control for me. And she's like, oh, that makes me think of my little baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm too selfish. I don't want kids. I have a dog. That's enough for me. A couple of days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have a boyfriend or anything? And I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? And I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I never really cared. But there's something about her saying that really hit me this time, because I've never been on even 2 dates with the same person. Even guys I've talked to or hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend, or they get into a new relationship a week later. And when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with people in my DMs or like messaging me on Snapchat trying to get with me. It's like no one hits me up. It's not even like I'm being selective with who I'm picking and like turning people away. It's just like people aren't coming up to me and I don't understand. Not like I have an issue with people like wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're like, absolutely not, no. I don't want to just like hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're a prude. I'm like, I literally can't win. Why it's like hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. And now that I'm like not fat, I'm just like, what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm gonna finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
I'm 42, never had a boyfriend. The loneliness hurts. 28 and same, can't explain it either. Hyper-independence and introversion maybe. But also it's not like I'm coming across cute single men often. This is the struggle these feminist and so-called dating coaches don't tell you about. They tell you to date multiple people and explore your options. Oh, and while you're at it, find yourself. This is the kind of advice they give these women. Everyone finds that person in a chapter of their lives. It's either they took them for granted, or maybe they wasn't focused on that. In some cases, many people find their partner later on in their lives. Many people are having the same problem, but it's only gonna get worse because many, and I mean many people today, do not want to be in relationships.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? You know, it's really hard when love is the one thing you can't force. You can't make it happen. Where is it? Where is it? I'm so ready. And I have a beautiful life waiting for the perfect man to show up. But where is he? I'm 53. And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and it has been several years. I think it was over a year I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together? Where are you?
Oh, no, thank you, Grandma. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
She left them in the friend zone 30 years ago. Took her 53 years to finally realize the wall has been in front of her all this time. We are going to have a whole generation of these videos in 15, 20 years, asking the same questions. You want, become the woman a man would want. Lost count at how many times she said the words, I want. Do the man a favor and don't find him, please. Think of it as loving him so much you don't want to make him miserable. Why is she so ready at 53 years old now? The men she's looking for was also ready in their 20s. What exactly was she doing? I really believe that these videos should be served as a warning for the younger generation. This is just the result of being a strong, independent woman for so long. Another thing that's hurting these women is the fact that they think they can find the perfect man. And that man just simply doesn't exist.
I'm just sad because I'm fucking Saturday night and I'm sat indoors on my own. I've got to go and pick my mum and dad up because they've got a fucking better life than me. Oh, I don't know why I'm so upset about it. I think it's because I text my friends and they're like, with their boyfriends. And I'm like, okay, cool. Oh well. So I'm just gonna cry into my wine. I was talking to somebody the other day, and do you remember at school when you used to say, oh, when I'm 25 I'm gonna be married with kids? Well, I'm not, fucking single. Do you know what worries me? I'm like, where am I ever gonna meet someone when I just spend my weekends in the fucking bedroom? Because they're not gonna run through the fucking flowers and sweep me off my feet, are they? No. And then I'm like, oh, I don't just want to go out for the sake of going out. Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking proud for a man. Because I wouldn't do that. But I'm like, where do I expect to meet someone? Hinge. Well, look what happened there. I just can't do it. I actually can't. I just feel sad for myself. Why am I crying? This is ridiculous. I don't even cry really, like, I haven't cried in ages.
Until life hits you like a ton of bricks, then you be like that other young lady who just can't take it no more. And that's what men be telling you. At some point in time, take it from us, because y'all be saying, y'all be sitting in the corner alone crying. Okay, well, you gonna be the same way. Y'all not gonna listen until it's you, and then you're wondering why you're crying. I can tell you, because you thought you was Superwoman and found out you can, in fact, be beat.
I was probably due a cry, to be fair. This is probably something fucking stupid as well. I'm just gonna go get in the shower.
And I'm just sat here and I'm just like, why does nobody want me? Why am I not in a relationship?
I can't find a single reason why I'm not married yet.
I'd just like to clarify that I'm single by choice.
What up, TikTok? My name's Kristen. I am 30 and I am single.
I've been crying on and off for a little bit now, and I want to be a mom so bad. Like, I want to be pregnant so bad and grow a human, and I just want to take care of. I just want to be a mom so bad, and I just wish I could be one right now.
How old are you?
Fun fact, she actually had a child, which it looks like she loves very much. But unfortunately, she now, in some of her videos, laments being a single mother, or maybe not lament being a single mother, but talks about how hard it is to be a single mother, but powering through it and loving her child. So I guess at least she really, really loves her child. But you made it hard on yourself because you're a single mother. Does that make sense?
21.
What do you think happens when women turn 30?
When they turn 30?
They become more well-rounded, they become more self-respecting, and they start to have a lot higher standards. The standards that they should have the entire time. They grow into themselves, and they start to meet people that are worthy of their time.
They start getting Botox, usually.
I already get that.
BBLs?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Plastic surgery?
Hell yeah!
Can I interview you for a moment?
What's going on in your head?
Do you think there's anything wrong with getting Botox, BBLs, plastic surgery, the like?
No.
Okay, that was my only question.
Number one reason why you should never settle for less than what you deserve is because as a woman, you set the bar in every single relationship. Because you set the bar, you can have anything that you want. Know me, I'm a huge advocate for women getting exactly what they want and nothing less. So if you want to know how to get what you want and you want to declare and claim everything that is yours from a place of strength, from a place of knowing and self-worth and deserving, I wrote all about it in my book, Hot Girl's Guide to Dating, which is coming out in September. And I'm offering you the first juicy chapter for free. All you need to do is send me your email address and I'll send you a copy of the mini ebook.
A book to corrupt their minds even more. Should probably call it Hot Girl's Guide to...
It's a great way to build an email list and sell a book and get money. But you have to understand that these types of women are profiting. They're literally profiting off of your pain. Is that what you want more of? All right.
Misery. First of all, for a woman to deserve something, she's got to show qualities worthy of receiving such rewards. Many of these women come into the relationship and just think they deserve everything. They have no good character, no class. The only thing they have is expectations. The only thing they come with in their minds is, what can they get from that man? You don't deserve anything you don't work for.
Here's another mean comment about hitting the wall. I received an earlier comment about being a post-wall woman. According to the Urban Dictionary, a post-wall woman is a woman who's aged past her fertility window and is no longer attractive. It's as if she hit a wall. If you Google post-wall women, it also talks about women in their 30s who've hit the wall and they no longer can rely on their looks to get what they want, such as talking their way out of a speeding ticket, and they don't have men hitting on them as much. Being called a post-wall woman or hitting the wall doesn't bother me because I'm sure that this person is very superficial and this person is probably a lot younger. I think that older men have more to offer to older women and older women have more to offer to older men. I know that I have so much more to offer at 50 than I did when I was in my 20s. So there.
I'm over the idea that women expire as they get older. Why do men get to age like fine wine, but women expire? I'm just gonna get hotter as I get older. That's the plan for me. So in 10 years, I'll be exponentially hotter than I am now, and I have no expiration date.
How old are you, ladies?
I'm 26.
Okay. Don't you think you're gonna hit the wall pretty soon?
No. What's the wall?
30?
What's wrong with that?
Your 30s are a lot better than your 20s because you have more money. I don't think I'm gonna hit the wall. I'm just gonna get started.
You think guys give a shit how much money you make?
I mean, I don't really care about what they think. I'm living my best life by myself.
So if I was your man and I was like, you know what, honey, like, I don't really want you having any more girls' nights anymore. Maybe you guys could go get coffee or something. How would you feel?
I would end things.